Jon Jones has thrown the entire fight world into chaos. Just a week after announcing he was stepping away for good, he's flipped the switch again, stepping back into the drug testing pool, a move that screams he's dead serious about returning. For fans who've followed Jon's unpredictable journey, it's classic Jones. Unexpected, dramatic, and impossible to ignore. But what really pushed him to this sudden retirement in the first place? Behind the scenes, Jon's exit looked less like a tactical move to dodge Tom Aspinall and more like a desperate attempt to regain control over his spiraling personal life. The hit-and-run incident grabbed headlines and rumors spread like wildfire. Some say he wasn't running from a fight. He was running from himself. Even Dana White couldn't hide his thoughts, hinting that Jon's departure was about fighting his own demons, rather than any opponent in the octagon. So why the sudden U-turn? Insiders suggest Jon took time off in Thailand, possibly partying too hard, maybe chasing distractions to escape the noise.
I don't know what to think of this. I don't know if Jon's having a laugh, if he's being silly, if he's just taking the piss, or if he's actually serious. I mean, what has changed in 2 weeks' time? Of course, Trump talking about a fight at the White House.
We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this on the grounds of the White House.
England versus USA 1776, all over again at the White House. Unbelievable. But is that really what's going on? Is it just the fact that they're going to do a fight at the White House, or has something else changed? The fact that he's re-entered the testing pool means he's not messing around, okay? I don't think a location, all jokes aside, I don't think a location like the White House or anywhere on planet Earth is going to be enough to influence his decision. I think it's something much deeper. I think it's him just kind of realizing and coming back and being around his team and thinking, you know what? I have still got something to give. I have still got something to prove to the world. I have still got to show Tom Aspinall that I can beat him. He walked away from the sport. That's not a good look. And maybe that is what has been eating away at him inside ever since he told the UFC, I'm going to walk away.
But there's another angle: money. The lawsuit settlements might have lined his pockets temporarily, but the allure of million-dollar fight purses is hard to resist. There's also talk that he might have found some mental clarity during this downtime, finally shaking off the haze that clouded his focus. Now it looks like he's laser-focused on one thing: making a legacy-defining comeback. Speculation immediately turned to Tom Aspinall. Could Jones be eyeing the new kingpin? Aspinall himself shot down any immediate plans, confirming that his next opponent is not Jon. He described the upcoming challenger as the most dangerous man he's ever faced. That cryptic tease sent fans into a frenzy of theories. Some insisted it had to be Ciryl Gane. Gane, despite his controversial win over Volkov, remains one of the trickiest heavyweights to figure out. Volkov fans argue he deserves another shot, but after getting dismantled by Aspinall before, there's not much public appetite for a rematch. Others threw Alex Pereira's name into the pot. Pereira recently mentioned plans to fight Magomed Ankalaev in the fall, but rumors persist about him jumping to heavyweight sooner rather than later. Chael Sonnen fanned these flames even more, claiming he had insider info that Pereira is preparing to shake up the heavyweight division.
They have those talks, but Pereira has in fact agreed to fight Ankalaev, and he's going to fight him in October. Now, there's a lot of stuff that comes out, guys, and I just got off an airplane. I came back from an event, and I don't know what has been released to you guys or not. I have not checked, but there's a chance that I'm breaking news. I'm not breaking news guy. I don't care to break news. I don't have to be in front of it, but there's a chance that I am. I don't know that you have been told who the main event of the October pay-per-view is. Perhaps you just got that from me. Perhaps right now.
Imagine the storyline: Pereira moving up and crashing into the biggest guys in the game right when Jones returns. It's pure chaos, and fans love every second of it. Aspinall, meanwhile, doesn't play games when it comes to mindset. He refuses to downplay any opponent, no matter their ranking. He insists that whoever stands across from him in the octagon becomes the most dangerous man on earth for that night. He's meticulous, preparing mentally, physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. He knows that even the tiniest slip in focus can flip a fight upside down, and he's not about to let legacy fights cloud his preparation. While the heavyweight puzzle keeps fans guessing, another potential blockbuster brews just outside this division. Daniel Cormier recently teased a fantasy matchup between Islam Makhachev and Kamaru Usman. For this to happen, Islam would need to get past Jack Della Maddalena and grab the welterweight title. But if he pulls it off, a super fight with Usman could easily become one of the most electrifying matchups in UFC history.
Wow, he went out there and really did his thing.
Thank you.
you, thank you. Sometimes it takes a guy like that, dangerous opponent, someone who's game to kind of push that button and get you up again.
It's Kamaru Usman next to fight for this title.
I think that he has as strong a case as anybody. Here's what helps you. Islam wins. It makes it easier to sell because of the whole same management team, friendship. The world likes to see people that are aligned forever not be aligned, and they would love to see what a build between you two would be.
Kamaru and Islam. How do you break that fight down?
They're
two wrestlers, man, that have hands.
I think it's a great fight. And in most instances, whenever you have two guys that can wrestle, you end up seeing striking. Who's going to be better in that realm? Can Kamaru Usman use his size to really hit him with the jab, keep him at bay, and make him work in areas that he doesn't?
I think it sells itself.
Think about it. Two dominant wrestlers who might end up striking because their grappling cancels each other out. Usman's coming off a strong win over Buckley and looks revitalized, hungrier than ever. Many argue Usman's experience, toughness, and fight IQ could give Islam more problems than people expect. On the flip side, Islam's striking game is massively underrated. Remember, he dominated Dustin Poirier in a fight that turned into a pure stand-up battle, winning every round and finishing it with a submission. Even though fans praise Poirier for holding his own, but the truth is, Islam ran that fight from bell to bell. While everyone focuses on who Islam might face next, Cory Sandhagen is busy plotting against the relentless cardio machine known as Merab Dvalishvili.
And I mean, Merab looked super on. You know, I think Merab's building some really good momentum. I think that he's getting more confident in each fight, and yeah, I'm really excited to face that challenge. I think that I'm the guy to beat him, and yeah, I just can't wait to actually, you know, be a fucking world champion.
Cory has always been an outlier. Long, technical, and not afraid to get creative inside the cage. His strategy is simple but bold. Take control from the opening bell. He wants to dictate the pace, forcing Merab to react rather than overwhelm. Merab's gas tank is legendary. The guy moves like a tornado for 25 minutes, never fading. To beat that, Cory knows it's about mental warfare as much as physical. He has to stay sharp when exhaustion hits, keep his brain firing when the body starts screaming. His plan is to be the one leading the dance, not chasing the storm. And while Merab is a phenomenal wrestler and submission threat, Cory doesn't see him as the scariest guy on the planet if you can keep your wits and avoid drowning in his pace. As all these storylines swirl, one thing becomes crystal clear. Jon Jones' return has lit a fire under the entire heavyweight division and beyond. Matchups fans only dreamed about are suddenly on the table. Cross-division fights, legacy bouts, and unexpected collisions feel more possible than ever. Jones isn't just back. He's detonating a grenade in the UFC landscape. The possibilities are endless, and everyone wants to know, who's he really coming for? Will he march straight at Aspinall despite the public denials? Is he setting up a legacy heist against someone unexpected? The only thing we can count on is unpredictability. And that's exactly what keeps fans glued to every update, every tweet, every cryptic Instagram post. Who do you think Jon Jones should fight first? Drop your picks in the comments, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for daily breakdowns, rumors, and the wildest stories from the fight world. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Jon, it's that the story is never truly over.